Namaste. Thank you very much for joining this morning. So today is growing. So I was thinking about one thing and sharing another things too. So one thing is that, in our life, things happen that everything seems like ending. So it's like a transition time. So old is ending, then we feel kind of a despair that, oh, what's going to happen? So regularly we are fear of unknown. So unknown, that it's a new things. One side is very exciting that we don't know. It's kind of adventurous feeling. But the other side is fear of unknown. But the one thing closes, then another thing's open. So that transition is always fears. So we want to cultivate the strength or courage to open the new door. So that's the one thing that I want to share with you. And also the growing. So growing that we are practicing the yoga or meditation or mindfulness practice or spiritual practice to cultivate our container to be, so it's kind of growing our container or keep our container always expandable. So thinking about like a plant. So if you have a small pot, small pot means beginning that the plant is small, so you put in a small pot. But when it's growing, the roots is growing, and that the pot gets too small, and sometimes that the pot's kind of a root hanging out, or root is growing out of the pot, right? So accordingly, we want to container to be expandable. So I feel that our practice is to be aware that we are open to cultivating this kind of a thing. All right, so in that mind, we come on to our seated position. Close your eyes. If you like to lay down, that's totally good too. And let's bring our hands on your bed. So your right hand on your belly, left hand on your chest, or touching to our heart. And just close your eyes to notice the heartbeat. The heartbeat. And as you inhale and out, chest rise and fall. And just notice. And keep that going, and then relax your shoulders. And where can you relax? Where you might be holding attention. Maybe lower back, so checking on the lower back. So checking on a hip joint, checking on your toes and ankle if you can wiggle those tightness or tension out, or maybe you are not paying attention to the toes. And notice the shoulder drops, but keeping our spine nice and long. And let's together inhale through the nose. And exhaling it through the nose. One more time, inhaling. And exhale. All right. Let's do 3 parts breath. So 3 inhalation And while inhaling, we are paying attention to three body parts: lower belly, diaphragm, and the heart area or chest. Then we do one long exhalation. Let's begin. Inhaling through the nose, feel the lower belly expand. And then inhale again to feel the diaphragm, or you can feel the rib cage open. And inhaling, feel the chest rising. And then exhale through the nose and descend our awareness downward, your chest, your diaphragm, lower belly, and feel the sits bone. Begin again, inhaling. And inhale again. And inhale again to expand our heart. And exhale, gently let the air out. And feel the ground, sits bone, down, as if you are growing the roots, down deep into the earth and expanding it out. Now let's do again, inhaling, lower belly, and inhale, diaphragm, opening the umbrella, and inhale, opening our heart, and exhale, let it go, and growing the roots, and creating a steady foundation. Let's do one last time, inhaling, lower belly expanding like a balloon, and inhale again, diaphragm. And inhale again to feel the chest opening. And exhale, let our air out and relax down. And you just observe how your body feels and observing the mind calming down. In the next inhalation, we reach our hands out and up. And exhale to bring our palms together to the heart center. And bow your head. Set your intention, dedication for today's practice. And slowly, let's open our eyes. And let's come onto our back and having the belt close by. And we stretch. So first, we're going to relax our body by reaching our hands over the head and stretching our legs. Take a big inhale and stretch and stretch, stretch. Open your mouth, let it go. Relax the body. One more time, take a big inhale, expanding our body. Now open your mouth, exhale to release, let go, resting, grounding. All right, lightning, come to the chest. And moving our right knee in and out. So if you like, just you can wiggle your knees, or you might make a circle with your knee. So if you are making a circle, you do both direction of clockwise and anti-clockwise. So it's a morning, and also it's a cold morning. So we mindfully moves, no surprising our body. And also we are checking on how our right hip joint feels today. All right. Then bring our right knee out. You might use the belt here, or you might just catch the right big toes or right ankles, like a half happy baby. So if you're using a belt, it looks like this. And gradually opening your right knee out. Okay, then we're gonna little wiggle by gradually straighten your right leg to the side and bending your right knee. So you don't need to straighten or just go in that direction. So we're gonna wiggle. So right foot go out and coming back. And then eventually you might straighten your right leg or very close to it. No surprising to your body. And feel the inside of the leg stretches. All right. Then on our exhalation, we bring your right knee towards you. Okay, this time you might not need a belt, but you can keep as well. So move your right knee outside to the left. Left side. So we twist. So you might straighten your right leg out. You can catch the right foot or a belt, or you can keep it your knee bent. Then spread your right arm to the side and opening. So we twist. And make a big circle with your right hand. Slow and big circle. We are gradually opening our right shoulder, or you are checking the right shoulder, how it feels with this movement. So if you want to take it easy, you start from small circle, and also you can bend your elbow. So if you are bending your elbow, it's not too intense. But you might straighten your arms to feel the full stretch. All right, so you might bend your left knee to catch the left toe with your right hand if that's available. If that doesn't happen, that's okay. We twist here. Last breath, and let's notice how your chin. So can you make it free your shoulder and the neck, and relax the chin and jaw. And let's come to center, let go, release. Other side. So stretch your right leg first and hug your left knee towards you. So move your left knee in, out for a few times. So checking your inner groin or how your hips feels this morning. Is that different from right side? Yeah, for me, it's different. Yeah, left hip joint's a little bit more easier to do this movement. All right, so now we're gonna straighten your, not straighten, but like half happy baby. You might use the belt. So you catch the left foot over the belt and notice maybe your right leg is floating up. That's okay. Or can you bring your right leg heavy to touch to the ground? All right, so now we're gonna left foot out and in. So gradually straighten your left leg or very close to it. And then coming back to happy, half happy baby. And just to go on for a few rounds. So just preparing our body to do that movement. At the end, we straighten our left leg out or very close to it. If that doesn't do, that's okay. And feel the inner leg stretches. And then on our exhalation, bend your left knee. And move your left knee to the right side. So either use the belt or without. So you might straighten your left leg to bring to the right side or do the knee. And spread your left hand to the side, the left side. And we're gonna gradually making the circle with your left hand. And again, take it easy by bending your elbows or start from small circle. And then gradually expanding. So we are finding our potential or possibility, and also finding a limitation. Now, according to that limitation today, we work with it. Okay, and then slowly back to center, and let go the belt for now, and hug both knees to the chest. Hugging the both knees to the chest and moving your knees outward. Then back and drawing a knee towards you, so making a circle. So 2 circles, right side and left side. And the other direction. So as you move your knees, notice that your glute is get the nice massage to the ground. All right. And then slowly bring your knee together. And we're going to roll back and forth. If you're comfortable, roll back and forth. If you don't, roll to the side and come to the seat. And 3, 2, 1. And cross your ankle and hands down to the mat to tabletop, please. Tabletop. So if your knee is sensitive, you want to have your knees covered, or you have some towel under your knees. And palms under the shoulder, spread your fingers wide. So if your wrist is not comfortable doing this, you can use the block and place the block under your palms. All right, inhaling at your back, looking forward. Exhaling to drop your head, looking to your belly. And let's do a few more times. So notice the lower back, how your spine feels today. All right, and tucking our toes under, we look up this time. Then on our exhalation, stretch your right leg back. So stretch your right leg back and toes, ball of the foot coming to the ground, and push your heels back and down. So we are stretching the back of the leg. So if you like to make it the core work, maybe lift your left knee off the ground, but doesn't need to be. One more breath. And then exhale, slowly release the left knee down, left foot go outside. And right heel to the ground, right hand to the sky. And make a circle with your right hand. And then change the direction of the circle. And let's release. Child pose. We are bringing our knee to the side and pull your hips. So your chest or your torso come between your knees. And reach our hands to the front, inhaling. And exhale, feel the heaviness of our hips pull back. And one more time. So spread your open fingers wide, spread wide. And then exhale, pull your hips back, finding the length of the spine. All right. And then inhale gently, rise. So block, let's use the block. If you don't have a block, don't worry about it. You can do with the floor. And bring our elbows down to the block, palms together. Then drop your head. You can lounge your back. You can drop your head behind the block and thumb come behind the neck. So another way to open our shoulder. So you might gently go by, pull your hips back, then come back to the center, and you can swing front and back a few times, or you can be just still. One more breath. And then slowly let's rising and bring our palms down to the ground or to the block and stretch your left leg back. So stretch your left leg back and push your left heel back and down. Let's stretch the Achilles tendon, calf, hamstring. So if you like to keep your knee down, please right knee down. Or you might pick up your right knee off the ground for core work, or it's more weight to your left leg, so it's more intense stretch to the left leg. One more breath. And exhale. Release. Right knee down, right foot outside, and left hand goes up. And make a big circle with your left hand. And as you move your hand, notice where you can feel the stretch. I am feeling to my lower back and side of my body and front of the hips. So just, that's how I feel, but in your body. So noticing the sensation. So that's the connection to yourself. All right, then slowly releasing. We're gonna come to child pose, but this time let's bring our hands by your side. Then make a fist, then squeeze, then on our exhalation, let it go. And make a fist again. Exhale, let go. All right, then we're gonna slowly rise in, reaching our hands to the front. And if you are comfortable, come to downward facing dog. Lift your hips up. You might swing your head or shake your head gently side to side, front to back. Maybe bending your knees right side and left side. Maybe hips moves side to side. All right. Then let's slowly, we're gonna walk our feet to the front. Soften your knees and catch our elbows. So bending forward, you might swing side to side. Feel the hair dropping down as if like a draping the water. Imagine that the water is flowing, dripping down back of the body. Letting go that water. All right. Then gradually we're gonna lower ourselves up with our inhalation, lifting our head up. Then our hands goes up and over the head. We catch our elbows. So this is again shoulder opening. Inhaling, lift our elbows upward. As you lift your elbows, your shoulder blades lift up. Then grounding our feet. Or you can lift your heels off the ground, make it a balance pose. And one more up, inhale. And exhale, drop your heels down and bend forward and bend your knees. Just swing your hands side to side. You can tap your body with the fingers if you like. One more time. Take a big inhale, rising. Hands catch elbows. Then inhale, lift our elbows upward. You can pick up your heels off the ground and lifting up and up and up. Exhale, drop your heel, bend forward and swing your hands side to side. Relax. Relax your wrist, relax your fingers and shoulders. And then slowly rising up. Then the hands goes up and over the head. Then exhale, bring our palms together to the heart. All right. Grounding our feet. And the feet is together and stand nice and tall. All right. So next inhalation, we're going to reach our hands up to the sky and palms together, gaze up. Then on our exhalation, we bend forward. Bend your knees. So if you have a tight lower back, you might bring your hands on your thigh and gradually sliding your hands there. Then inhale, halfway left. Then on our exhalation, we Bring our hands down, step back. You can be downward facing dog or child pose, or you might come to plank pose. Then plank pose to bend your elbows and belly to the ground. Then inhale to upward facing dog or cobra, point your toes back. And then exhale, hips back, downward facing dog. And breath smoothly. So look at your toes and try to spread your toes wide and planting down to the ground. So feet is hip distance apart and feet is parallel. All right, all right. Inhale, looking forward. Then exhale to walk towards our hand and feet together. Inhaling halfway left. Exhale, head down, relax. Inhaling, rise up. Hands goes up. Exhale to bring our palms together to the heart. All right. So I think you have a block in front of you, and I hope that's the position of the block. Inhale, hands reach up to the sky. Exhale, bend forward again. You can bend forward by hands slide down to the left. And inhale, halfway left. Hopefully you can hear me now. Anyway, hands by your side and light leg back. You don't hear me well, or do you hear me? Okay. Are you okay? Okay, good. All right. So put your right leg back and your left knee forward. So you are using the block. You can use the high or you can use the low. Then as if your leg is a splitting apart. So your right leg goes back. You can bring your knee down too though. And left knee forward and move your hips forward. Open our chest to the front. And then on our exhalation, we're gonna face to the longer side of the mat. So longer side of the mat, plant your right foot down and you can hold a block and bend your right knee. Then bend your left knee. Then we're gonna go few rounds like that. So you can go higher or you can go lower. It's really up to you. All right. Then we're gonna face to the front of the yoga mat again. And your right knee can come down to the mat, or you can lift your right knee up and right hand down, left hand to the sky and we twist. So right knee down this way or right knee up. Then move your left hand, touch to your ear, left ear, and stretching your left arm to the front. And right heel back. One more breath. Then on our exhalation, we bring our hands down to the block or hands down to the mat. And let's step our left knee back, downward facing dog or child pose. Or you might move to vinyasa, chaturanga, and upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog or child pose. And in that pose, one more breath. Take a big inhaling. And open your mouth. Exhale. One more time. Big inhaling. Open your mouth. Exhale. The next inhalation. So you might lift your hips up to bring your right leg step forward. So right leg forward this time. And then you are holding the block side by side. Welcome to have your left knee down. Or you are keeping the left knee up. Then as if you are splitting. So your right knee goes to the front, right knee forward, then left heel back. And spreading your legs wide. Inhale. And then on our exhalation, plant your left foot down and walk your hands to the longer side of the mat. And this time we're going to bend forward. The feet is parallel and bending forward. You might rest your forehead onto the block. You can use the one block or you can use the two block. You might just resting your hands down to the block or hands onto the mat and head relax. And feel the weight on your foot, feet, and strong leg. So your leg is supporting your lower body, is supporting your whole body. One more breath. And inhaling halfway left. And on our exhalation, we're going to walk to your hands to the front of the yoga mat again. You might bring your left knee down to the mat or left knee lifted. So this time, left hand come down to the mat and right hand to the sky and we twist. So bringing our navel or your belly towards your right thigh. Then gradually moving your right arm touch to your right ear, pointing your right finger to the front. So your left heel goes back and right hand to the front. One more breath. And then exhale, slowly releasing down. You can bring your knee down to child pose, right leg back, or you can come to plank pose and go through vinyasa. Or you can just resting to child pose, downward facing dog. And together, big inhale. Open your mouth, exhale. One more time, big inhaling. Exhale, let it go. And the next inhalation, we want to move our left foot to the front. Left foot to the front. And we are going to walk our hands to the longer side of the mat. Then actually, you can face to me that whichever is comfortable. I mean, whichever that facing to the screen, you can face to. And let's bend our knees, round your back, and roll ourselves up to stand. So whichever you are convenient. So for me, right side of my yoga mat is facing to the screen. So that's why I am doing this way, but you can change to the other way. Okay, so now we are standing both feet apart. So now toes are pointing to the longer side of the mat and the feet is parallel. Then reach our hands out to the side. Then on our exhalation, point your right toe to the short side of the mat. Then bend your right knee, same direction to your right toes. So it's a warrior two pose. So shoulder over the hip. So you can actually see yourself on the screen. Is it the shoulder over my hip? Or is it the right knee over the right ankle? So it never goes beyond the right toes. So that's how we protect our right knee. So kneecap facing to the big toe side. Last breath. Then exhale, release our hands on our hip, and stretch your right leg and point your right toe to 90 degrees to the longer side of the mat. Okay, so now do the other side. Stretch your arms to the side. So finger together and pointing your fingers out, palm face down. Then left toe, shorter side of the mat. Then bend your left knee and warrior two. So holding your arms we need some strength or some muscle to keep holding your hands to the side. So it's a nice awareness here. And try not to So unshrug your shoulder, finding a space. And spread our arms wide. Feel the openness of the chest. One more breath. And then inhale, let's straighten your leg and hands on your hip. Then pivot your left toe to bring our feet parallel to each other. And then keep our hands back. So we are bringing, just be there. So bringing our elbows more gathering to the back. Does that make sense? So it's elbows are pointing back more than to the side. Inhale, looking upward. Then on our exhalation, bend your knees. Then gradually bending forward. So still pointing your elbows back as if you are gathering the shoulder blade closer. One more breath. Then exhale, slide your hands through the leg and all the way down to your ankle if that's available. Inhaling halfway left. Maybe straighten your leg. Then exhale, bend your both knee and relax your head. Just to do one more time. Inhale, halfway left. Straighten your leg and lies in the spine. And then exhale, drop your head, bend your knees. And then inhaling, lower ourselves up to standing. So you are sliding your hands on your leg and gradually lower yourself up. Excellent. All right. So let's bring our heels a little bit closer. So not too wide as a warrior pose, but we are still straighten our leg and the feet is parallel. Okay, start from right side. Point your right toe to the shorter side of the mat. So this will be the Trikonasana triangle. So your left toe, maybe 45-degree angle, maybe like a 60-degree angle. Then hands to the side. Inhale. Then push your hips to the left side. Okay, so left hip to the back. Then right hand leads to the shorter side of the mat. Same direction as the right toe. And keep going and keep going. And keeping our torso over the leg. All right, so wherever torso doesn't go anymore, keep the torso there. Right hand, right leg, maybe right thigh. Then left hand goes up. Now you might slide your right hand a little bit to down. Maybe just ankle or calf or knees or thighs, wherever it is. And feel the strong left leg. Just keep in there. Whatever you feel, just feel. Then bend your right knee. We're gonna slowly rising up. Reaching our left hand up to rise and release. Then let's bring our feet back. So feet is parallel again. All right, let's shake it up here. Just a shake, shake. Relax your legs. Relax your hands. You can just release the tension. Then when you are ready, we come back to do the other side, the left. So now left toe pointing the shorter side of the mat. So right toe can be a little bit moved to 45 or 60-degree angle. Then the hands reach out. Inhale. So now pay attention to your right hip. So right hip is moved towards the back or shorter side of the mat. So left side of the torso coming over the left leg. All right, so wherever your torso doesn't go anymore, just be there. The torso doesn't move there. Then left hand, left thigh, right hand to the sky. Okay, then gaze into your right finger if you can. And you might just stay there, or you might gradually sliding your left hand lower and lower and lower. So feel whatever you feel. No surprising to the body though. And find the openness to the chest and strong leg. One more breath. All right, bend your left knee. And then slowly rising, reach our right hand up and up and up to rise. Then slowly release. All right, so face to the longer side of the mat and shake it up. Bring your hands behind you. So we are pulling our hands. So feet is wider than the hip distance apart. Inhale, pull our hands back and lift our chest. Then on our exhalation, bend your knee, push your hips to the back, and lounge your back to drop your head. And then inhale to pull your hands back. Then on our exhalation, let go, drop your hands down to the floor. Dum. And then inhaling, bend your knees to lower yourself up to standing. And then exhale, lower your shoulder back and down. Excellent. All right, let's do standing balance pose. So if you are using the wall, please just switch to the wall. But we don't stay too long there. All right, so if you are ready, grounding our both feet down to the mat. So just finding the long spine. If you are using the wall, don't lean to the wall. Okay, then relax your hands that are resting to the wall. Then it's a tree pose. Actually, not the tree pose we are doing today. Change my mind. All right, so pick up our right knee gradually and catch the right knee. I hope you hear me still. All right, so right knee, it's okay? You are hearing me? This is my earphone that keeps making a sound. All right, right knee and maybe right toe inside of the left leg. Okay, so now left hand, right knee, and move your right hand back, and you might gaze to that hand. You can also bring your right finger to your right shoulder. So we are twisting. So moving our chest towards your right side. And twist, and one more breath. And then on our exhalation, slowly lower down. The other side. So let's shake it up. So it's basically what we did. So on our back, very beginning, we did this kind of a twist, right? So that's what we are doing at standing pose. So we need to deal with the balancing here. Okay, so the other side, the left knee up. So catch the left knee. So first be comfortable in this moment, in this pose. So if you like your left toe coming to inside of the right thigh, so it's a more body part touching to each other, it's easy for us to balance. Okay, so right hand, left knee. Then gradually moving your left hand back. And moving our chest to the left side, and we twist. So you can stretch your left hand to the side, or you can bend your left elbow. So whichever it's easier. Even you can bring your left hand onto your left hip. Waistline. One more breath. Inhale. And on our exhalation, slowly releasing down. Let's shake it up, and we are gradually coming to the ground. So I have a choice of bringing our feet apart. So if you are comfortable, Malasana sitting squat pose, you might do this one with me. Just a block nearby. Then toes out and hands at your knees or thighs, and we put our hips back. So your toes is slightly pointing outward. Then gradually lower your hip and lower your hip and bending your knees to squat. So if this is too much, you are sitting onto the block. But if you are okay without the block, do that. But if this is not okay pose, somehow you will come to sit onto the floor. So if you are still doing the Malasana, just feel your feet and finding the spine lengthening. So when you try to lengthen your spine, actually it's very benefits for your lower back. It's lengthening your lower back. And try to open your knees wide. So yesterday I had a chance to talk to somebody about this position or sitting down. So in Japan, it's a very traditional to sit forward to standing to forward to standing so many times. So that's kind of a help strengthening our hips. But if we have a chair culture, so we don't need to go too far. But anyway, all right, let's release enough. All right, bring our feet together and just relax your hips. And then when you are ready, we're gonna bring our right leg to the front and left foot come to inside of the leg. So it looks like this. Yeah, so right leg to begin. Right leg straight forward, left knee bent. Inhale, hands reach up. Then on our exhalation, you can bring your hands onto your thigh. We're gonna slide. So let's do your hands right side outer leg, left hand inside of the right leg, and we're gonna slide our hands down towards the ankle. We bend forward. Then left hand slide outside of the right leg and palms together. So joining the palms together and slide together towards your outer right ankle. Then inhale again to rise. So again, your hands inside and outside of the hand, and we slide. So we are feeling kind of a massaging as if you are massaging our own leg. So if you like, you can also massage right hand in top of the thigh, left hand under, so it's behind of the leg. Then exhale, slowly lower and sliding the hands down. Then catch the ankles, then squeeze. Then inhale, slowly rising. Again, massaging and release. The other side. Stretch your left leg, right foot inside of the thigh. So it's a Janushasana. Right hand inside of the thigh, left hand outside of the leg. Then as you inhale, lengthening. Then exhale, slide your hands down. Kind of a pressing or massaging, squeezing. Then right palm come outside of the hand, the palms together. Then exhale, slide your hands outside of the leg, palms together, and bend forward. Then inhale again, sliding your hands. So right palm come inside of the thigh, then rising up. Now we are changing to your left palm over the thigh, right palm under the thigh, then exhale to sliding. So feeling the skin and feeling the muscle wherever it's tight. Then inhale, we're gonna rise again and massaging front and the outer thigh. I mean the front and the back. Then exhale, let it go. And straighten your legs to the front. We are coming to lower ourselves. So you can either bending your knees or stretch your leg. So it's if you are bending your knees, it's easy for your lower back. But if you are straighten your leg, it's more using the strength, core strength. Okay, gradually lower, 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 lower down to the mat. And bring our knee to the chest and gently lower side to side. Then we're gonna come to shoulder stand or bharatanatyam. So option one is block under your hips and legs goes up. Then second option, you might lift your hips off the block. Then hands are supporting your lower back to shoulders. So once you come to this pose, don't look here and there, just look straight up to your toes. Open your toes wide and spreading wide and lifting to the sky. And zip your legs together. So you might stay here. So if you are using a block, you are staying there. So shoulder stand, coming to bring the toes over the head, halasana. And slowly bend your knees. Hips down to the block if you have. Feet come to the ground. So keep your knees bent. A little bit the bridge pose here. So if you have a block, you can stay here in supported the bridge pose. And supported the bridge pose, you can change the height of the block to feel the lower back a bit more space, creating a space. Or if you are just doing regular bridge pose, interlace your fingers behind you and pick up our hips high and lifting up a little bit more high. And then the hands reach up over the head. So if you are bridge pose without block, pick up our heels off the ground. Then exhale, slowly lower down to the mat. So if you are supported the bridge pose, when you are ready, pick up our hips to slide the block away and slowly lower the hips down to the mat. Happy baby, open your legs wide and catching our feet. And we're gonna roll side to side. Then cross your right leg over the left. Drop your knee to the right side and twist. Then the other side, cross your leg left over the right. Knee to the left side and twist. And then slowly come to center. So I like to do supported fish pose. So supported fish pose using the block, 2 blocks, and also if you like a little bit the softness, you can use the cushion. So what I mean is I want to show this one with one cushion, push a pillow. So I have like this. Then the first block I cover with this cushion, so it's soft. Then lean back so that this hard block part come between your shoulder blade. Then the head will be rested, supported by the block, like a second pillow. Or you might not need the second block. And then you can reach your hands over the head or side So wherever it makes sense to you, or you can explore by moving your hands. Then stretch your leg. So your hips are resting down. So hips are touching to the ground and straighten your leg. And spread your hands wide. Or if you like to move your hands, you are welcome to do so. And relax your toes. And let our heart, container of our heart, opens up, growing, expandable. So sometimes I say sometimes like this way. So we create the walls around our heart for self-protection, protecting ourselves not to be heartbroken or not be, it's like a privacy walls that you don't want to be invaded by somebody that you don't allow to. So we create the walls around ourselves. So can be around our heart, right? So you are sometimes our container becomes limited because of that walls that you want to protect yourself not to be hurt. So just to be aware, can we move that walls a little bit easier? So maybe walls can be a little bit shorter, not tall walls. So in the history, we have a Berlin walls, right? So between the between this place and that place, there's a walls. But some people wanted to remove that walls to be the one place. So more expandable, we can be expandable. All right. So we're gonna gradually coming on to Shavasana. So how we come from here, fish pose, bending your knee first, then we're gonna roll one side, then we release this pull-ups, let go the pull-ups, and lie down to the yoga mat. And let's come to Shavasana, however you feel to be resting. And checking on the toes, relax. Fingers relax. Let go the tension. Resting our body here, this moment. At the moment, we don't have a walls, no boundaries, so our container is wide. So we can spread the roots. Any direction we can spread our limbs like a leaf branch of our body to expand any direction. Feel the open spaciousness. Gently bringing our fingers and toes. Gentle movement and small movement. And reaching our hands over the head. Let us stretch from toes to fingertips. Take a big inhale, stretch. 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your mouth, exhale. Bring our knee to the chest. Give a nice hug to ourselves. Thanks to our body, mind and heart, what we have today. Roll on to one side. Gradually coming up to a comfortable seat. And together, inhaling, hands reach up to the sky. Exhale, bring our palms together to the heart center. Anjali Mudra, gesture of gratitude. Gratitude to this moment, space, community to practice yoga together. And let us hold gratitude with us and continue our life. Thank you so much for letting me guide us through your practice. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you so much. Sun is out.